Stranger Things Season 5 is bringing a ton of changes, and among them are several new cast members. Some are well-known stars, but you might be surprised when you've seen the rest of them. With Dr. Brenner out of the picture, there's a new character stepping into the power vacuum and continuing the hunt for Eleven. Dr. K is the new top mad dog in town, a character that Netflix pretty accurately described as smart and intimidating, someone who ruthlessly pursues her goals. Who better to own a role like that than Linda Hamilton? She's as iconic as the characters she plays, and no stranger to smart, intimidating characters. She shot to fame in The Terminator as Sarah Connor, whose simple 80s world is thrown into turmoil when a killer robot from the future shows up to hunt her down. But it was probably Terminator 2 Judgment Day that made her a bona fide star, by evolving Connor into a resourceful, world-weary warrior who will do anything to protect her son, the future savior of humanity.
I'll be back.
More recently, you've probably caught Hamilton as Connor once again in Terminator Dark Fate, as General Wright in Resident Alien, or as Eve in TNT series Claws. And those are just recent roles. Audiences of any age are bound to recognize her, whether you're talking about something like her arc in Chuck in the early 2010s, or her turn as the mayor of Dante's Peak in, well, Dante's Peak. With a career spanning decades and a very pointed 80s claim to fame, Hamilton is the perfect casting choice to step into the world of Stranger Things. Joining Dr. K at the military lab is Robert Ackers, one of K's henchmen who's the tip of the spear in the hunt for Eleven. Filling those shoes is Alex Breaux, who's no newcomer to Hollywood, even if the name doesn't immediately ring a bell. Standing at a towering 6'4", Breaux's had recognizable roles in dozens of projects over the past few years. Working backwards, you may know him as Wild Bill Hickman in Netflix's American Primeval. Or maybe you caught his work as Oklahoma City bomber Timothy McVeigh in Showtime's Waco: The Aftermath. And maybe, just maybe, if you happen to see the Broadway run of Stranger Things: A First Shadow at the Marquis Theater in New York, you caught Breaux's work as a different Stranger Things character, Dr. Brenner. He's also been a familiar face on the indie scene, taking starring and co-starring roles in more under-the-radar projects like the 2019 horror film Depraved and 2021's war drama Foxhole. He's been steadily building a career based on tough, unique characters, and even if you haven't caught Breaux's work prior to Season 5 of Stranger Things, you're bound to see him a whole lot more in the future. One of the problems with working with young children on a show that runs for most of a decade is that children have a tendency to grow up. It's possible that the Duffer Brothers didn't know they'd have a global sensation on their hands when they cast the first season of Stranger Things, or maybe they just figured they'd roll with whatever happened later on down the line. Either way, Season 5 sees a recasting of the youngest Wheeler, Holly. Holly was 3 years old in Season 1 and was actually portrayed by two different people, identical twins Aniston and Tinsley Price. Since Holly has genuinely been a background character, the Price sisters only appeared in 8 episodes between 2016 and 2022. But with the bigger, more expansive storyline in Season 5 comes a more robust arc for young Holly Wheeler, which is part of the reason newcomer Nell Fisher is taking over the role. This season sees her working through various issues at school and dealing with an imaginary friend, which, if you know anything about Hawkins, isn't likely to turn out well. As for Fisher, she's mostly known at this point for playing Cassie in Evil Dead Rise, so she definitely has experience dealing with eldritch horrors in a story. Even more recently, Fisher had the lead role in 2024's Bookworm, a breezy family adventure that also stars Elijah Wood.
Hey, stick with me, you'll be fine.
This isn't her first rodeo with Netflix either. In 2023, Fisher appeared in the streamer's interactive film Choose Love, an experiment in letting audiences choose their happy ending by selecting the choices they want the characters to make. Fisher has clearly had a strong start in the business, and with Stranger Things under her belt, we have a feeling her young career is just getting started.
It's been, it feels sort of surreal. I mean, it's been such an amazing experience.
Another brand new face in this season of Stranger Things is that of Derek Turnbow, one of Holly's classmates who gets swept up in the dangers when Vecna makes his final bid for Hawkins. Stepping into the role of Derek is a young actor named Jake Connelly. Where do you know Connelly from? We'll be totally honest, probably nowhere. He's not only a newcomer to the cast of Stranger Things, but a newcomer to Hollywood in general. His only previous credit is in a 2022 short film called Between the Silence. So although he isn't coming into the role with the on-set experience of most of the other cast, we'd be willing to bet that if he was a final choice for a new character in the finale season of Stranger Things, it wasn't without good reason. This is the kind of role that serves as a springboard for a budding career, and Connelly can no doubt expect bigger things to come.